After the Hinesville area, we are moving into Richmond Hill. For 1 second, shake off the excess, lay flat. Are you on Richmond Hill City Water?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. The city waters so far have been that number 7, 120 ppm's hard. So that looks like what it is to me. Unless it's 15. Do you think it's... Yup. It's very hard. Okay, I am actually just 2 minutes away from my last test in South Bryan County, Richmond Hill. So we're expecting the water to be hard again. Like last time, this is Richmond Hill City Water. So dip for 1 second. Shake the excess. Lay flat. And let's compare. It is definitely hard, and it looks again like it's somewhere in between 7 and 15, same as the last test. Now it's been about 5 minutes since I did the test in Piercefield Forest. I'm not sure the name of this neighborhood, but it was only about a 2 or 3 minute drive, and I mean, the test strips look slightly different. The one in Piercefield Forest looks slightly harder. But it has been 5 minutes since I took that test. And here you can actually see the comparison between right after when the tests were done and about 30 minutes to an hour later. Okay, we are in the Mulberry neighborhood on the corner of Ford Ave and 17, right, in Richmond Hill. Very close to downtown, and this is Richmond Hill City Water. And do you think you have hard water too?
Yes.
Okay. Dip for 1 second. Shake off. Hopefully that was long enough. And we will see. Well, it's definitely hard. It's brown. It looks like it is a 7. It's not quite as hard as the other two. Unless after a little while it'll change. So this was right after the Mulberry test was done, and of course it's hard to tell because they fade, but this was a good comparison photo. Okay, we are again at another location in Richmond Hill. The neighborhood is called River Oaks. It is down Ford Ave past Publix. So we are maybe about 10 minutes from our first location. All of these locations have been fairly close to each other. And I will have to ask the homeowner if it is city water or a well water, but we'll assume that this is Richmond Hill City water as well. And she believes that her water is hard, so let's find out. Okay, dip for 1 full second. Shake off the excess. And let's see. Looks like we got the same as Mulberry neighborhood. It's hard, but not as hard as Piercefield Forest and White Hill Village. So, or White Oak Village, I think it was. So, kind of interesting. All city water and all slightly different. Now some fading has occurred since it's been maybe an hour since my first test at Piercefield Forest, and only time will tell what River Oaks looks like when it has faded. But actually, now that I'm looking at them, White Oak Village and Mulberry have turned the same shade. Though Piercefield is definitely more orange. The water tests in Richmond Hill surprised me because the two neighborhoods on the south side of 144 or Ford Ave, Mulberry and River Oaks, tested slightly less hard than the two neighborhoods, River Oaks and White Village. Okay, after Richmond Hill, we started doing tests in Fort Wentworth and Pooler. We're in the Highlands is it Pooler or Savannah, technically?
Well, we are technically on Savannah water.
Okay, Savannah water, but the address is Pooler.
Right.
I think my GPS said Savannah too, which was
Sometimes
funny.
it does.
Yeah.
It's weird.
So
there's like this little arm of Savannah that comes out from the airport.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's weird. Didn't change immediately like the other ones did. Oh, you know what? You're a 3.
What's that?
It's slightly hard, but not as hard as any of the other places I've tested so far. You've got the softest water of everyone so far.
Interesting.
You're in the Lakeshore neighborhood in Port Wentworth. 1 second. That looks like a 3 to me.